At this time, it's my distinct honor to call to the podium the reason we're all here tonight, Dr. Ernie Fleishman.
Thank you, members of the Board of Education, school administrators, teachers, and musicians for your beautiful playing. Let me provide a brief history of this program. It was 1986, 36 years ago, when I was driving back from Portchester on the Post Road, when I saw the sign which said, "Welcome to Greenwich, the home of sports champions." I was pleased, but also somewhat disturbed. Pleased because our 3 children who graduated from Greenwich High School played varsity sports. Disturbed because I thought many of the champions who were serving their community were not being recognized. When I walked down the corridor towards the student center at the high school, I saw sports trophies on display, but nothing having to do with students who were serving their community. But I'm glad to say that's changed. I then called a meeting of our leadership team and proposed that we establish a program to honor those students who are doing heroic work, serving their community. The group enthusiastically agreed. We decided that community service needed to be put up on a pedestal. What you honor and expect is what you get. Furthermore, improving the lives of those in need is a major goal of learning. The high school award winners at a luncheon held a few days ago in Principal Ralph Mayo's office told us that service has changed their lives and their outlook. They said, "We feel a personal power that can make a difference in improving lives." So we know that community service is about developing habits of the mind and of the heart. And now, I want to speak so happily about the Fleishman, it's hard for me to get that out, Fleishman Award winner, Pratik Kaur. As a freshman, come a little closer. As a freshman on his own initiative, Pratik founded the GSS Writing Pals Club, which organized workshops for children in underserved communities during his freshman and sophomore years. He led the workshops at Domus Kids. As co-chair of the executive committee of the First Selectmen's Youth Commission, he made it his personal mission to bring science to our town's middle school. He also led the Student Diversity and Leadership Conference for the First Selectmen's Youth Commission. Recently, he developed his own class for the Youth Passion Project, an organization that allows high school students to teach courses to elementary and middle school students. He is a volunteer at Domus's Chester Addison Center for younger struggling students. He is a member of the youth arm of Greenwich Together, an organization to combat substance abuse in our community. He has been working with MS Barry to incorporate new books by authors of color into the high school curriculum. He is working with the YWCA of Greenwich Center on developing a curriculum that teaches equity, diversity, and inclusion to younger students. Just a few words about Pratik's academic accomplishments. His unweighted grade points average on a 4.0 scale is 4.11. It's amazing. He was honored by the University of Hartford for his research on multiple sclerosis. He was awarded the Dartmouth Book Award for making a positive impact. Now that's what he's done, but let me say a few words about who he is. These accomplishments are so impressive. I met with him for an hour and a half several days ago so that I could get to know him and we could ask each other questions What came through are Prathitt's passions for improving the lives of people who are underserved, students and others who need support to improve their lives. What I witnessed was his empathy, which means his ability to understand other people's perspectives, their values, their needs, his desire to use his own words to get out and do something for individuals who need help to improve our community. He said we need to respect people for who they are and who they want to be. Finally, two statements from his teachers moved me so deeply, and I'm going to quote them. I watched slightly in awe as he broached the uncomfortable topic, maturely bringing both his passion and a reasoned voice. He was able to acknowledge his own privilege as the son of successful, loving parents and his own personal struggles with racism. His guidance counselor concludes, I cannot say enough about this young man. He epitomizes what I would want to see in this generation. A fantastic personality, a great mind, a huge heart, and the realization that he can and should work to bring about positive change. Prathi, I want to present you with a book, Mountains Beyond Mountains, by Dr. Paul Farmer. If you haven't read it, read this book. Dr. Paul Farmer is one of America's greatest heroes, and many of his attributes are the ones that I talked about for you. My wife Amy and I also intend to make a check for a charity of your choice, and we wish you every success as you enter both. Bravo.
Thank you all for coming tonight. I want to thank the GHS administrators for recognizing me with this award. And I want to congratulate all those who have won awards tonight. So let's give another big round of applause. There are countless students at GHS who have gained hundreds of service hours over their time in high school. And so to me, this award is not about what I have been able to accomplish as a single member of the community, but rather it is to commend all the students at GHS and the other public schools for our broader commitment to service in the Greenwich community. With dozens of community service clubs and organizations just at the high school alone, it's not difficult to see just how much of an impact students have made and continue to make in the community. And I'm grateful to have been able to have been a part of that community, whether it was my weekly youth commission meetings or the preparation for DEI initiatives in the community. I was always inspired by the dedication to service that the youth in Greenwich showed at every age, but especially at this high school. Service is a time commitment, and it can be quite challenging for a high school student to balance it all with it. I know that firsthand. But when you're able to step back and look at what you've been able to accomplish, when you're able to see the broader impact that you have made, and when you're able to see the ideas for change, your ideas for change, being actively implemented, you recognize that all that time you spent was truly worth it. So once again, I'd like to say congratulations to the other award recipients tonight. I know just how hard you've all worked, and I know just how much these administrators appreciate your dedication to service.